Would you believe it? I may even looking in it still myself. Rock and roll in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Boy, I've got to say this. What do they call rock and roll in the 90s? I can see Bill Haley there and Chuck Berry, and that sort of must be Little Richard as L and Buddy, and all 50 stars anyway. So what do they call rock and roll in the 90s? Well, let's go through them all. Let's have a 60s rock and roll. Let's have a 60s rock and roll. Pooh, I'll be pushed to find a one. How about the Animals, House of the Rising Sun, was actually blues, R&B. The Animals were an R&B band. Rock and roll. I didn't say Eric Burdon doing rock and roll. What about in the 70s? Boston, More Than a Feeling. What? Boston's a rock band? Slow rock as well. Rock and roll? Oh no. Oh no. What about in the 80s? Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar doing rock and roll? Love is a Battlefield is a rock record. Boy, what about in the 90s? Who's doing rock and roll in the 90s? Lenny Kravitz? Are you gonna go my way? Well, I guess you are, because that's what no 50 stars on in 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s rock and roll. And Lenny Kravitz in the 90s, are you gonna go my way?